Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I thought I would show y'all how I get my summertime glowy glam. Let's just go ahead and get right into the video. So obviously the first thing I do is go in with my moisturizer, and it's like about 12 p.m. right now, and so I apply my moisturizer, you know, first thing in the morning, still like, you know, fresh on my skin, and my sunscreen. I did run out of my sunscreen, so I don't have that on. Now I'm just gonna go in with my MAC Strobe Cream. I feel like it's the original like Charlotte Tilbury e.l.f. Halo Glow product, kind of like a moisturizer that has a little bit of glow to it, and so I apply it honestly all over. You know, once I've applied any moisturizer, I go ahead and let that sit for a few minutes, and don't forget to moisturize your lips. I either go in with my Nars Radiant or Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. This is my holy grail, or my It Cosmetics CC cream. I don't have that with me because I have my travel makeup bag right now, and I'm actually visiting home in Cleveland, so that's also why there is a different background. I'm filming in my sister's room. I will just go ahead and take like 3-ish pumps. I always use a beauty blender. Let me zoom this in for you guys. Just kind of change the angle. I feel like it's so close into my skin. Not me trying to not get my Vela scarf dirty. I actually usually do my brows first. I think I just kind of forgot to do them. Set them in place with the Anastasia brow gel. Now I'm gonna go in with my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. Staying on the Nars game. I love this stuff. I'm almost out though. It just gives a very like creamy finish. I kind of apply it in the upside down triangle, and I definitely let that like sit for a little bit so that it turns into an even thicker, more creamy consistency. And then I'm going in with this ColourPop Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. It's a lighter shade just to add more lightness into certain areas. Now I'm gonna go in with my Milk Makeup bronzer stick. This stuff is so good and creamy. And then I take this It Cosmetics brush and I just blend that upwards. I know it looks a little crazy right now, but once I like blend out the concealer, go through the rest of my face, it definitely like calms down. Then I'll pick some more up on my brush and get the temples of my forehead. Like a nice snatched jaw, so lightly brush it along the jawline, blend in like little circular motions. I am not a big fan of blending my foundation and products onto my neck. I just can't really like stand that, especially as a hijabi. I don't want the products to like get on my scarf too. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and gently tap out the concealer. And I'm not trying to pick up too much of it. I'm really just trying to like blend out the edges. I really just like blended the edges. So I blend that onto the sides of my noses too. Whatever is left over, just kind of like middle of my forehead and those centers of my face. You can even go in under the cheekbones to get that really snatched look. Also, I feel like the lighting is a little weird, so I'm sorry about that. My favorite cream blushes, I really don't have that many, but this Morphe wondertint cheek and lip mousse in the shade, I think it's FYP. I kind of go back and forth between a brush and my fingers, kind of like stamp it on. And I go in with a decent amount because like as we keep doing our face and blending things out, like this blends out quite a bit. Use the brush to really get like an even blend, and I do bring it across my nose because again, this is like a summer look. We're trying to achieve that sun-kissed look, and sometimes sun-kissed means sunburned. And then I even like run it across the temples of my forehead and definitely my chin. Going to take my holy grail Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, shade 1. This is definitely a lighter tone, and I pick up a good amount on my brush. And so I'm gonna tap out the creases under my eyes and then set it with this. Make sure you set your lids. And I even take some of that on my chin and just like basically places where I put concealer down. And I've just been really taking my Mercier Loose translucent setting powder and using that to set my entire face. You just want like a light layer of powder so that things are like really locked in. You know, it's the summertime, we're sweating. Now I'm gonna go in with eyeshadow and just kind of continuing along the theme of bronzy. What is better than the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette? I think the first shade I'm gonna go in with is this like poopy brown right here. And I'm just gonna run that through my crease and really like blend it outwards and even onto the eyelid, but with a focus on the crease. And I take this big fluffy brush to achieve so. This palette's really great because you can layer on the colors and like it won't look like too much. It just like, I feel like they layer on really beautifully together. Guys, I will have all of the products I'm using in the description down below. And then I like to go in with these two brown shades here. I mix them together. So I almost like really focus it on this like outer V here. It's already looking so good. I mean, this is just like my holy grail look. I just feel like it makes the eyes look so big and beautiful and defined. So whatever is left on the brush, I'm going to like taper it out. I'll go in with an even more defined brush. Pick up like those same shades, but an even darker one too. I can really focus it on the outer part. So take your big brush, kind of run through everything. Because this is a glowy summer look, I will go in with a shimmer. I really love the BH Cosmetics Hawaii theme palette. They have such beautiful like creamy shimmers and nice mattes, but I don't have that with me. But the Soft Glam palette has some nice colors, so let's see. I might go in with glistening, more like champagne-y. I like to go in with this type of brush. Let's see how this applies. That's so pretty. This would honestly be a really beautiful wedding palette. Comment down below if you want to see how I did my wedding makeup. But I'm going to go back in with the small brush and just kind of deepen the outer corners again. Now I'm going to use like a more small pencil brush and take the two brown shades here and go under my eyes. And I kind of go like 3/4 of the way. I don't go all the way to the inner corner. And I do connect it with this outer part here. Doing this under the eyes helps with minimizing concealer creasing actually, or at least kind of hiding it a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go in with more of that shimmer shade just to enhance everything. I'm gonna take my Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. Oh my god. Just to enhance the inner corners and the brow bone. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my mascara. I have spoken about this in other videos, but my favorite holy grail is the MAC in Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash. It's just like a pair of fake lashes, and I do use a curler, so I'll be right back. I'm just gonna add a little bit of bronzer. Makeup by Mario bronzer. Shade light medium, and I'm not adding too much because like I don't want to make it look too muddy. I add a good amount on the forehead though. Add some to the nose just to bring some color, and under here. One of my favorite blushes, I use this in like every video, the Milani Rose Powder Blush in Wild Rose. It's just this beautiful like rosy shade, and these are pretty pigmented. I think I took a lot. Focus it on the apples to make sure that the cream blush is emphasized. I know it looks kind of crazy, but y'all know blush fades very quickly. I'm gonna wipe away any like fallout, and I'm gonna go back in with that Charlotte Tilbury lighter powder just to like enhance this area. I'm gonna take the Laura Mercier powder and this flat side of the Beauty Blender, and I'm gonna bake under the cheekbones just to really enhance them. And then a very important step is doing it along here. I like let all of that sit for a few minutes and wipe away the bake. I get that like this is a lot of powder for some people, but I just feel like if you properly prep your face and use the right like, you know, moisturizing foundation, it shouldn't affect you too bad. I'm gonna go with the Anastasia highlighter and really focus it on the cheek bones, and I love to put it on the forehead, the cupid's bow. I'm gonna do the little exclamation point. Gonna run this shimmer shade on the eyelids again, and then I like to go back with my blush brush with no excess product and just kind of make sure that the blush and the highlighter are blended well together. I usually go in with my Morphe setting spray, but I don't have that with me. So I'm gonna try this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray for the first time. I mean, okay, yeah, I like how it's a fine mist. Is everything ready? I think so. Smells good. Kind of smells like a gummy worm. Any like bigger spotting mist particles from the spray, I just kind of like tap it in. But I go in with the MAC Cosmetics lip liner in Cork. It's like a darker nude. Okay. I use this on my wedding. I love this. This is the Nars Precision lip liner. Doesn't have a shade. Oh, that's awkward. Okay, but it's like a beautiful like rosy tone. It's just like such a beautiful like rosy color. And then I'm gonna go in with the NYX Shine Loud and with the lip oil. Kind of adds that like little tinge of red. So I just finished up the makeup look. I really love how it turns out. I feel like it just really accentuates all of my features. It's so pretty and glowy. It's kind of hard to tell in this lighting because it's like the afternoon lighting and it's not super sunny out. But be sure to check out my Instagram at DinaHussein_. All my socials are always linked in the description. Now I'm gonna head out to probably go get a coffee and go to some thrift stores to see if I can find any good finds. So let's go ahead and do that. Got the vanilla sweet cream cold brew. I like to get this one when I don't want something that's super sweet, but I do still want a little bit of sweetness. It says this one is only like 90 calories, and so I'm guessing it's like less sugar than a, caramel macchiato. So let's see. Yeah, it's definitely like more coffee. Let's go to the thrift store now. Had like a very uncomfortable experience. I'm like outside of this bar area where there is a very homogenous population, to say the least, and I feel like they're all staring at me. I was gonna pay for the meter, and then one of them was kind enough to tell me like, oh, you don't have to pay on the weekends. And then I went to the thrift store, which I thought was like a men and women's store, but it was like all like these men's sports gear and just different men's clothes. It was giving like Journeys vibes, like Journeys meets Hot Topic, and I walked in and it was just like all men, and I was very like, ooh. I went to this other place which I passed by, and granted they were closing in 5 minutes, I just like literally wanted to look around to see if it's somewhere I'd come back to, and I like rang the doorbell and they just did not open the door, and they weren't technically closed yet. So I don't know, and I had to walk back past this bar twice to like go to both of these locations, so now I feel really awkward. So now I think the last place I'm going to stop at is one of like the bigger thrift stores instead of one of these like local places, because I'm sure they'll have like tons more options. I just need to recover from that. Okay guys, I'm filming in my car, so hopefully no one looks at me, but I just wanted to quickly show you what I got. Again, sorry for the bad lighting. I'm looking to fill my walls in my apartment, and what's better than some cute like flower picture frames with like these gold and bronze rims. If you watched my get to know me thrifting video from a few months ago, I got very similar stuff from there, so you can kind of see my style. And then I got this shirt, long sleeve, so I'm gonna see if my mom likes this. If not, I can just wear it, but I feel like it's a nice vacation shirt. And then I've really been on the hunt for some square scarves, so I got this yellow one. I feel like this is a really nice color for summer. And I got this green one. This isn't a square scarf, but I'll probably like fold it in half and just do an undercap underneath and make it work somehow. These will both work well for my vacation. And then the dress I got, basically it's a maxi dress that is sleeveless, so I'll wear one of my like layering long sleeve shirts underneath. It's this really like pretty, like starts tan, leads into blue, and and has a very pretty like bottom. So I feel like it'll look really pretty where I'm going. If you can guess, it involves the beach. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye everyone.